There comes a moment in every life when words no longer feel enough. Prayers you whisper into the night seem to rise into the sky and vanish without a trace. And in that moment, you wonder, why is God so quiet? Why can't I hear him? But what you call silence is often the very way God speaks, not through thunder, not through signs that shout, but through whispers too, gentle for a crowded mind to hear. Silence is not God withholding his voice. Silence is his voice, speaking in a language only the soul understands. When your world grows loud, God becomes quiet, not because he is distant, but because he is drawing you inward, Forlon, to a place where noise cannot follow and truth cannot hide. You see? God does not force his way into your thoughts. He waits. He waits for the moment you stop speaking long enough to finally listen. And listening is the beginning of every answer you've ever prayed for. There are two ways people seek God. Some try to reach him with words. Others try to reach him with silence. Only one of them hears him, because God does not respond to the voice of your lips. He responds to the voice of your heart. When life breaks your plans, when people leave, when the things you trusted fall apart, the silence that follows is not empty. It is full of direction, full of guidance, full of a wisdom that does not arrive through sound, but through awareness. Think back to the hardest seasons of your life. Did the answer come as a voice from the sky? Or did it come quietly as a strength you didn't know you had, a peace you couldn't explain, a clarity that rose slowly like dawn over dark waters? That is how God speaks. He speaks through the courage that surprises you, the patience that grows in you, the wisdom that appears after nights of crying and mornings of surrender. He speaks through the person who showed up at the right time, the opportunity that opened after everything closed, the calm that, when nothing around you made sense. God speaks through events, through timing, through intuitive nudges, through the sudden knowing that this is the way. He speaks through quiet instincts, subtle feelings, moments of stillness that feel like someone placing a hand on your heart. But why silence? Why not words? Why not signs we can't miss? Because words guide the mind, but silence guides the soul.
His goal is to transform you. And transformation cannot happen in noise. Noise feeds fear. Silence feeds faith. When you begin to value silence, you begin to value
The very place where God waits. Silence is the doorway through which God enters your awareness.
When you sit quietly, breathe slowly, and stop trying to control every outcome, you begin to sense
That you are not alone. You begin to feel that something sacred is breathing with you,
guiding you, lifting you from inside your own being. This is conversation, not upward,
but inward, not to God, but with Him. And once you learn how God speaks through silence, you'll realize something astonishing. He has been speaking your entire life. You just hadn't learned how to hear Him yet. So how do you listen? How do you hear God in silence? You listen by surrendering. Surrender is the ear of the soul. When you release the need to force outcomes, your spirit becomes still enough to hear the guidance already being sent to you. You listen with presence. Presence is hearing without thinking. It is the moment your mind stops rehearsing fears and begins receiving truth. You listen with openness, not by demanding answers, but by allowing clarity to rise naturally in its own time, in its own way. And you listen with trust. Trust is believing that even when nothing is happening, everything is happening. Trust is knowing that silence is not a pause. It is a process. Sometimes God is silent because your heart needs time to heal.
Sometimes He is silent because your path is being rearranged. Sometimes He is silent because you are not ready for the truth that is coming. Sometimes He is silent because the answer has already been given
and you haven't recognized it yet. And sometimes God is silent simply to draw you closer. Because when He stops speaking outwardly, you start seeking inwardly. And inside that seeking, you discover Him. As you learn to rest in silence, you will feel something shift. Your fear will soften. Your anxiety will loosen. Your heart will expand in ways that you once thought impossible. You will begin to see that silence is not empty space. Silence is holy ground. It is where the divine meets you without interruption. It is where healing rises from places even you can't reach. It is where burdens dissolve that you didn't know you were carrying. This is how God talks to you, not loudly, not suddenly, but gently, like a river shaping stone, slowly, patiently, faithfully. And when you finally hear Him in silence, your life will never feel the same again.
You will understand that guidance was never missing, and you were simply listening in the wrong direction.
Listen now, not with your mind, not with your ears, but with the quietest part of your soul. Because God is speaking. He always has been. And silence is His favorite way.